Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is what's the day? Lord, my mind is just all over.
The
It's
12th.
Wednesday, November 12th. Yeah,
Look, we already halfway through the damn month already.
I can't believe it. It has just been so much going on, especially since starting Monday. My show has been doing this hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
So just to reiterate, so starting Monday and going all the way through January 19th of next year, Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea will reward a lucky supporter of the show with a win of 100 USD, honey, for you to spend on anything you want. So, how do you get those entries to win that $100? You RSVP to every show, every upcoming live show. You take that link and you share it on your social media and use the hashtag Auntie Derek, or just share any part of my show with the hashtag Auntie Derek. And I'm sure there are a couple of other things, but I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm telling y'all, it's been such a crazy
Stay for the whole live show.
stay for the whole live show. Thank you.
Hmm.
And do not forget to subscribe to me so you can stay updated on that. Because when you subscribe to me, you're always going to get notifications about when I have an upcoming show and all of that, making it easier for you to RSVP and get those entries. So, yes, hot tea, cold cat. Come for some hot tea. Stay for the cold cash, honey.
And what
Yeah.
day is the cash gonna be announced each week?
Oh, so the following Monday. So next Monday, that's where we're going to announce our first winner.
Okay.
Well, this upcoming Monday.
Yeah.
And then BB says I should have enough entries. You sure should, boo, because you are one. Everybody who is here is one of my biggest supporters, and I appreciate y'all more than you can imagine, honey. He said, if I don't win, I'm coming to New York. You should come anyway, honey. Yeah.
Well, I don't know who you're going to see over there now, but ain't nobody in New York.
Well,
But go ahead.
w- with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts, my gorgeous Moon, my Icy Chili, and my Libra Queen. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hey.
Good
And I
morning. I'm back.
Yes. And I think we have a lot of great tea for us to just jump into. So let's go ahead and jump right in, honey.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, the first story, we won't spend too much time on it because we pretty much went over it in detail yesterday. But, I like to do the latest Diddy news. And this is just like an update from about some Diddy news that we went over yesterday. So it's really the same TMZ link talking about that three-way personal phone call. Well, excuse me, we were told it was a business call because he said he was on the phone with his lawyer and a PR guy, but no,
Mhm.
baby. So they actually have an update. And it says sources close to Sean Diddy Combs tell TMZ our story about Diddy drinking homemade alcohol in prison was 100% true. And
Duh.
regarding the regarding the three-way phone call, we're told it was purely personal with Diddy chatting with two family members, and their discussion had nothing to do with issuing a statement to the New York Times.
Duh.
So,
When I say, when I say they is on his head, they is on his head. Boy, he better walk straight and piss right. He better get his shit together, cause they are watching your ass.
well, what he's trying to do is get that new chapel job, so he don't have to get his shit together. He can just do it. And I'm still feeling the way about that. I'm sorry. That is the last person that needs to have that kind of power in the prison. We have seen what he does with power. He abuses it. And anyway.
And he ain't been in jail long enough for him to not be in that mentality. He ain't deprogrammed yet. Shoot, I
Hmm.
think jail only heightens it because it's such a power dynamic in jail, as is anyway. So, we'll see.
Well, speaking of abuse of power or predators, our predator in chief, honey. I don't know if y'all heard about the news this morning. Now, I didn't read too much into it, so I said I was going to wait until the show starts so we can all read it together. But I just shared this TMZ article, and you see where it says Epstein emails state Trump spent hours with underage victim at Epstein's house. So our pedophile in chief, honey, predator in chief, allegedly.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we all knew this. I mean, we knew. You're not best friends with a whole pedophile. You kicking with him for several years, and you not know. or be a part of what's going on. Yeah, okay. Tell that to somebody else, homeboy.
Hmm. Well, Jeffrey Epstein and author Michael Wolff were talking about coaching Donald Trump ahead of a 2015 CNN debate. And in newly released emails, it seems they were trying to craft a response that would not fully disclose the relationship between Epstein and Trump. The White House is pushing back, saying these stories are nothing more than bad faith efforts to distract from the president's historic accomplishments.
Hmm.
According to a December 2015 email, Wolf said, Epstein, I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you. Epstein wrote back, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Wolf then responds, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. He goes on to say, if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. The emails, first reported by CNN, were part of a 23,000 page dump released by Democrats in the House Oversight Committee. Although Trump is mentioned multiple times, he did not send or receive any of these emails. In a January 2019 correspondence, addressed Trump's claims. I'm sorry. Epstein addressed Trump's claim Epstein was forced to resign his membership from Mar-a-Lago for "quote unquote" being a creep. Epstein wrote to Wolf, Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member, ever. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Epstein also dropped Trump's name in an April 2011 email marked high importance to Maxwell, stating, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. They redacted the victim's name. Spent hours at my house with him, and he has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Ghislaine responded, I've been thinking about that. That flies in the face of what she told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche when she told him earlier this year Trump never did anything concerning in her presence. Mhm. Notably, after she made that statement, she was transferred to a minimum security prison camp. The White House says the unnamed victim is the late Virginia Giuffre, adding Virginia repeatedly said President Trump was not involved in any wrongdoing whatsoever and couldn't have been friendlier to her in their limited interactions. The House of Representatives is set to reconvene today, following 2 months out of session during the government shutdown, to vote for a Senate passed budget. Speaker Mike Johnson will swear in recently elected Arizona Rep Adelita Grajava. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Grahava. It's okay.
Grajava, thank you.
Mhm.
Who has announced that she would add her signature to a petition. She's the final one necessary to demand the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. Mm-mm. And then when they release the files, what's gonna happen? Because just like when I even started reading this story, honey, everybody said we knew this already. So what y'all? I mean, what do y'all plan on doing? What y'all just want to release so y'all can have like to read nonfiction? Because y'all don't plan on doing anything with it. So
So
go ahead, gorgeous moon.
the crazy thing is, because you know I am a political junkie. So the funny thing is the Republicans released that this morning. They've been sitting on it, so they finally get back to the House. They finally released these emails that they've been waiting on, and also the Republicans, and which is so funny because it's like they are working to set up Trump, but also protect him at the same time. So they had requested these. Democrats didn't do this. Republicans requested these files from the Epstein estate, and so now they've been backpedaling the whole time of like they don't want to pay, they don't want to release and da 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 da. I think trying to cover their ass with Trump, but we all know he's in the files. We all know that Mike Johnson has been holding the House hostage so that they could delay, delay, delay. Soon as they get back in the session, what's the first thing that drops? These fucking emails that they been sitting on immediately. But also, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say they need to sit on them and rotate, honey, quiet as it's kept. Just playing in an American people face like that.
hmm And then the thing is, they're blaming the Democrats. Oh my God, the Democrats they're just trying to muddy Trump's name and that. Are y'all fucking serious? He's a 36 count felon, like for sexual abuse and harm. I'm sorry, be fucking for real,
For real.
Mike. Mike the Grinder Johnson.
Well, speaking of somebody else who needs to be fucking for real, honey, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Ooh, child. So they got him in court. He was in court, honey. He's on now bond and house arrest. Now his attorney was fighting for him in court, honey. He was fighting hard because he felt like he shouldn't be on house arrest, but they did felt like he needed to be on that because clearly they caught your ass in what was it Dubai.
With his
So
dumb ass running to Dubai, dummy. Just a dummy.
so this video is about of him in court is about a minute and 20 seconds long. So we're gonna watch it together and then talk about him, getting that $25,000 bond and house arrest. So let me share
Mm.
my screen.
I wonder if they put him on his medication. He need medication.
Very much so. All right, gonna play the video.
Will set a bond. I think an increased bond is warranted. I'm going to deny the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and set a bond. It will be $25,000. I'm also going to do plus house. I don't even know why he needs house arrest, but I understand the state's concern. He's going to.
So
So I'll
don't put
do.
it then, Judge.
Pardon me?
So don't put it. I just offered that as an alternative but I don't think he needs house arrest. I'd like him to be able to still continue to earn a living and support his family and be able to liberally come to my office.
So I'm going to enter house arrest level 3. So he can work. I'm not going to give him a curfew. At least he'll have the electronic monitor on, so he's not a flight risk. He'll know his whereabouts. Don't cut off the monitor because then he'll face additional charges. And the division judge can always readdress the house arrest component.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
You have a good lawyer. Listen to what he tells you. Most importantly, stay locally in Miami. If you want to travel, you're going to have to seek permission from the court. Your attorney, Mr. Eiglarsh, can explain everything to you.
Judge,
Thank you, Mr.
on behalf of Mr. Brown and his
Thank you,
family, I'm really grateful. Thank you very much.
Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
that's 25,000 plus GPS, Judge?
$25,000 bond plus house arrest level 3. That's GPS roaming.
Thank you, Judge.
Good day, sir.
Mm-mm.
That
She
judge
said
said, "Don't be
twenty-five
stupid.
thousand
Listen,
dollars.
listen to your lawyer. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
stupid."
Well, we know that that's hard for him to do. So,
Girl.
so yeah, that's that on that. Well, child, this next story, and they don't really have much about it other than the fact that he's been arrested. But child, why Akon got arrested in Georgia? And y'all see, I just shared this TMZ article, and you should see where it says Akon arrested in Georgia. So, well, it starts off by saying Akon got locked up in Georgia after being arrested on a warrant, but he's already been let out of jail. The locked up rapper was busted in DeKalb County last Thursday. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office confirms to TMZ. We're told the Chambly Police Department arrested Akon in the morning on an out of county warrant, and he was booked into jail and released within 6 hours. It's unclear what the arrest was for. We're working on it. Akon, government name, and please forgive me if I mispronounce this. Aliwine Tiam. He posed for a mugshot in jail. He's wearing a black hoodie and is mostly expressionless. We reached out to Akon Camp. So far, no word back, and the story is still developing. But they actually just had an update that I'm reading for the first time right now. It says Akon was busted because he had a bench warrant issued for failure to appear for a suspended license, according to new legal docs obtained by TMZ. Cops say it all started back in September when Akon was driving a Tesla Cybertruck in Georgia. Police say they were on patrol when they spotted a Cybertruck stranded in the middle of the road. They say Akon was the driver and he told cops the battery died. Police say they called a tow truck to move the Cybertruck, and while waiting, the officer says he discovered Akon's license was suspended for a failure to appear back in January of 2023. Cops say Akon was issued a citation for driving while his license was suspended and released from the scene. The officer also noted in the report an illegal vape in the center console was seized during the inventory and submitted for destruction. Fast forward to November 7th, and Akon was arrested on a bench warrant. See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. And it's gonna sound like I'm defending a straight man, honey. But y'all said that the man battery died in the middle of a truck in that old ugly ass cyber truck. Y'all come over there to see what's okay. You somehow search the car for no with no probable cause. So you seize a vape that he had in his console. How did you even see you just being nosy all up in that man's big and Cybertruck? The windows are tinted, so you just didn't see that shit out of nowhere. And then you called the tow truck, but Nancy, this is just that bullshit.
Yeah, well, they that's what they always gonna do. They gonna run your shit to see what you got going on. It don't matter. They don't care. They always running some tags because they always want to get somebody. You know how that be.
Hmm.
But you know, fuck Akon scamming ass. He be scamming.
Oh, go ahead, Libra Queen.
I too also wanted to say, fuck that scamming ass nigga. And on top of that, I want him to not to quit trying to be a fucking leader of a fucking clan, a leader of a fucking African world or whatever kumbaya ass nigga because here he is be talking about black American people and he the one got a rap sheet a mile long. Sir, you are a felon, sir. But out here trying to compare yourself to black American people and our cultures and all this and that and the third and how you think African people are just culturally different and better and doing this and doing that. And then in the same vein, you trying to tell black American people that they need to go and invest their money in their country. But meanwhile, you couldn't even get Akon City to be developed. You talk cash money shit and Akon City never happened and they took the land from you. I want you to I want him to shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing else from him. He needs to be quiet. He needs to get his little divorce, pay his ex-wife, and be fucking quiet.
I know that's right. And also, Queen, just an FYI, I don't know if you're talking like with a different microphone, but you're not coming in as like strong as you usually do. I don't know if it was just for me or for with everybody else.
No, it went
No,
low.
it's for me. It's
It
for
went
Okay.
me.
low.
Yeah, you were
I had
very low, honey. We need to hear you.
listen. I was trying to come in earlier, and I was like, damn, they can't hear me.
Mm-mm.
And we still can't hear you. I don't know what mic you're on.
Can't. Okay, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, maybe leave and come back or.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. But we can get past this comment.
Well, and this is why, like stuff like this right here, is why people really need to like work on. And I know it's like for me to say this because I know we have a systemic problem, well, against black men trying to lock us up. But if you can try your best, to, like whatever's within you and your power to stay out of jail, do that because baby, you don't want your sons. Like you don't want your freedom taken away because then you'll end up being someone like Big U, who unfortunately whose son just got shot and killed um on Halloween night. Now he's trying to make arrangements to attend his son's funeral, and he could
Mm,
possibly be told no.
no, yeah, yeah.
So y'all see, I just shared this all hip hop article, which is an exclusive with them. Big U fights to get out of jail to attend his son's funeral. So, Big U is seeking temporary release from federal custody to attend the funeral of his son Jabari Baby Huey Henley, who was fatally shot in South Los Angeles on Halloween night. Prosecutors must respond to the motion by November 14th if they have any objections to Big U attending the services, while a judge will make the final decision on November 17th of 2025. His 31-year-old son, Jabari, was gunned down around 11 p.m. on October 31st at the corner of 69th and Figueroa Streets, just outside a smoke shop. According to police, Jabari approached the vehicle when someone inside opened fire. He died at the scene. Authorities have not identified a suspect and no arrests have been made. The Los Angeles County medical examiner ruled the death a homicide. Investigators have not confirmed whether the killing was gang related. Jabari was the older brother of Los Angeles Chargers linebacker Dion Henley. 2025 has brought me more pain than joy, and this one has been by far the biggest hit. My family gonna stand through the storm because that's who we are. I'm gonna make sure we straight, big bro, Dion Henley said. I got nephew, don't even worry about it. Love you. Allah bless me with one more night with my big brother. Didn't know you'd be gone the next day. Um, Big U is currently jailed for a sweeping federal indictment that accuses him of running a criminal organization dubbed the Big U Enterprise. The 43 count case includes charges of racketeering, murder, extortion, fraud, and obstruction of justice. Big U, who once ran a nonprofit called Developing Options aimed at steering youth away from gangs, is accused of misusing the organization's funds for personal gain. Federal prosecutors allege he and his associates used their influence in the music and entertainment industry to extort artists, athletes, and celebrities who did business in Los Angeles. The indictment also claims Big U killed aspiring rapper Rayshawn Williams in 2021 after Williams released a song that criticized him. Authorities say the group submitted fraudulent applications for government grants and pandemic relief loans, including false claims about the profitability of Big U's music company. The case is part of a broader federal campaign to dismantle organized crime networks in Los Angeles. Big U has remained in custody since his arrest in March of 2025. That's just sad. And now you said now you gotta wait. Just imagine if that the prosecutors, the people that's got them charges against him, if they just wanted to be assholes. They are very well within their rights to do that. They'll say, you know what, Judge, we recommend that he does not go to his son's funeral because we know if he do, he gonna start some shit. So no, he need to keep
And
his ass where he
and
at.
that is and that is that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that they actually let somebody go out for funerals. They get denied a lot. Mm.
So
Even if it's the mama, the daddy,
Hmm.
sometimes it doesn't matter. Hopefully he'll
Depending,
be able to attend, but
and I mean they get escorted. It's not like he could just go. He
well,
gets a,
yeah,
but if they probably, them judges be nasty. Sometimes they be nasty. They be like, no, I don't give a damn.
that's what being in
mhm.
prison is all about. You miss shit, I
Hmm.
guess. Trying to make a point. I don't know.
Well, I don't know either.
So she was called
Well, child, I'm real about to fuck y'all up now, honey, because this next story.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Speaking of funerals, so do y'all remember when we talked about that young man who was on So You Think You Can Dance? And his name was Joshua Allen, and we talked about him passing away not too long ago.
kind of, sort of. Go ahead.
Well, honey, why they fighting at his funeral?
Oh Lord.
And
Fight.
I mean, throwing hands, honey. And you should see where it says fight breaks out at funeral for So You Think You Can Dance is Joshua Allen.
What
Oh
the
Lord,
hell?
Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel.
And he really needs to, like, for real, for real. Child, let me just go down to the post here. Oh, maybe I think it's gonna. Oh no, is it gonna direct me to watch it on Instagram? Let me see first. Let me click. Yep. So I'm gonna share the Instagram of this, and y'all got to see. So first, it goes into the woman who was. It's a whole big thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it after we watch the video. But it once you see the video, it describes who everyone is and why that fight broke out. Apparently.
can y'all hear
So
me?
let me. It's still really low. Libra Queen.
Yeah, you are so low. I don't know what happened. Can you do a reset?
I did like 3 resets, the left 3 times.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
girl,
it
it
has
sounds
to be
like you got
something with
us
the
in your
earbuds.
pocketbook.
Right.
It must be something with the earbuds or something to that nature.
No, I'm on my iPad. I don't even have
Okay,
earbuds
it's up.
in.
Okay.
It's up.
Now you're back. I don't whatever you just did, keep it there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it came up. We'll be back.
Whatever that was, you back, girl. You back.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. He's a cutie.
So give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Wasn't he adorable?
He was
I was
adorable.
trying to,
Uh,
I was trying to say for the last
Dimples.
story, doesn't it also cost to get escorted to these little events, a little funerals, a little
Yeah.
Oh
special.
no, you got to
So
pay
that's
for that.
probably a also a determining factor, especially if he's in a private
Oh,
prison.
You
I
gotta
didn't
pay
think
the
about
people.
that. That you got to
Yeah,
pay
You
they
for
got
have to.
it.
Yeah, it has to be paid for.
Oh boy, maybe that's why a
I
lot
just
of them
learned
can't
something
go.
new.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
well,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, it makes sense, but I didn't know.
The two officers. It's usually like two officers that have to escort you,
Hmm.
and so.
Yeah.
And I think it probably depends too on what you've done.
Hmm.
Well, honey,
Wow.
this probably gonna be some arrangements that these people they need to make. They sitting over there fighting outside of other people's funerals and stuff. I can imagine because police were called. So you
Wow. But what
but
happened?
Lord.
let me share my screen. Let me work on watch the video clip first. I mean, you're gonna see that lady yanked that girl's head, honey.
Oh.
You see the caption, she was not supposed to be there.
Mm.
What was supposed to be a final goodbye? Mm, okay. And this person walking up, is that who they talking about?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-oh, no, 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 no. She fight, they fight.
So that's pretty much the end of it. That's what so that
I didn't see
woman,
nothing.
I forgot who she. Oh, you can see
I didn't see the fight. I'm
it was
like,
a blank
what?
screen?
No, I saw it. I'm just saying I didn't see anybody fighting.
Oh, I guess because so many people gather around, but there was apparently a brawl.
Hmm.
So it says the shocking situation took place at his Texas funeral Saturday, and the Fort Worth Police Department tells TMZ authorities were called to the scene twice and stayed until the funeral ended after their second visit. No arrests or citations were made. The altercation has drawn a divide between each side of Joshua's family because his father, Eddie Powell, tells TMZ the woman leaning over the casket was Joshua's girlfriend. He
Okay.
alleges members of Joshua's mother, Angela Tolbert's side of the family, assaulted her while she was simply trying to place a note on his body and kiss him goodbye. Eddie adds she was his heart. She was trying to help him get mental health treatment when the police got involved instead. He also says she had hopes of marrying him. Eddie further claims the woman received direct permission from Joshua's mother to attend his services, adding, she came in peace, she showed nothing but grace, patience, and love. At least one person who attended the funeral has said online that the woman who received the brutal beating is actually his ex girlfriend. TMZ has reached out to several family members on his mother's side for clarification. So far, no word back. We broke the news the 36-year-old professional dancer was struck and killed by a train on the last day of September.
Mm.
His father, who says he did not attend the rest of his funeral services due to the violent altercation, tells TMZ Joshua struggled with mental health issues for a long time before his death. Joshua rose to fame after winning So You Think You Can Dance season 4, where the late Stephen Twitch Boss placed second. He went on to star in 2010 Step Up 3D and 2011's Footloose remake. Eddie tells TMZ Joshua was more than a dancer, noting he was a beautiful soul, a man fighting battles that too many people ignore. That's what I want people to remember.
But why they
Mm.
mad at her though? What did she call the cops and they killed him? What? What? What?
I thought he was struck by a train.
A
Wait, what?
train? Yeah, like what?
He was struck by a train, so she ain't had nothing to do with his. So and I hate to say this, y'all, because I hate to bring all this into this man's funeral. We lost a beautiful soul who was killed by a train. But when it comes to situation for like community and stuff like that, who was the weakest links? in our community. In the black community, who's the weakest link? A straight black man, right? So he's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
sitting up in there telling TMZ, "Oh well, his mama side of the family just draw the you." First of all, girl, you know you ain't supposed to be there, and the caption says she in that Instagram video she knew she wasn't supposed to be there. You coming up
But
in there making a
why?
you
Oh,
making
that
a
was
scene.
which one? The
Yeah.
ex girlfriend or the real girlfriend? Who wasn't
The
supposed to
ex
be there?
girlfriend did
Uh,
that.
uh, oh,
Yes. So she come
okay.
over there with a placing a note on him trying to kiss him goodbye. First of all, bitch, why are you here? So you
Okay.
know, hey, you got people in the fair. And, yeah, and I trust me, I get it more than that because I'm one of those people. I'm a very no nonsense type of person. What the fuck are you doing here? Are you kidding me? They
Okay.
oh
Okay.
now we have Big Back Auntie was just being a nasty bitch. I don't know. I feel like it was a reason for that. I feel like because you who is the protectors of the community, honey? It's usually the black women. It's
Black
usually our
women.
big back aunties, the black women, the black queers, the black femmes. But honey, and who is the weakest links? That's usually ready to bring outsiders in who trying to destroy some shit. Like
Well,
Mm-hmm.
let's
now,
I support the shenanigans because as somebody I don't like come to my goddamn funeral, yes. Call them out and cuss them out and kick them out. The fuck?
what was it?
Yeah.
I mean, was it a tumultuous breakup? That they didn't want her there? I
It
mean, he
don't.
used to date this girl. Like, he's dead. What does it matter? His ex girlfriend is there. Like, there must
Well,
have been something that she did that they didn't like.
yeah.
and I'm telling
You
you, and
can't
I'm sure it
spend
was
the
a big.
block over here, even when I'm in the casket. You can't spend.
I'm sure it was a big thing because who fights like that at no I'm sure there was a huge it
Had
just
to be
that's a
something. Yeah,
right. That's a our big back aunties don't just be going around yanking bitches' hairs for no reason.
right. There had to be a reason for her to be, so not wanted there because he was
Yeah.
dead. Like, So she was kissing him and placing a note. It was he's dead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
We
you
have a
weren't supposed to
comment.
do that.
Don't invite
Mm-mm.
someone I hate to my funeral. If they come, pull my body out the casket and hit them upside the head with my corpse. Okay.
Hello, wake it up.
I ain't doing all that.
If I ain't fuck with you when I was living, baby, I'm sure not fucking with you when I'm dead. And I want, I want. If I have a funeral, I want everybody who in my funeral to know, don't fucking play with me. Don't have these people over here fake
They
crying.
don't
Let me
spend the
tell
block
you,
giving in your casket, huh?
I followed my mother's wishes to a T, honey. Look, she said, don't give me no funeral. I don't want a viewing. She said, I don't need people looking down on me while she just said, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't want it. I said, you got it, ma'am. You got it.
Yep.
So he might have
Hmm.
said, mm-mm. Or, everybody, the mama side of the family probably knew that he ain't like her for whatever reason, whatever beef they had going on, or wasn't messing with her. So for her to come and act like they had some great relationship,
Yeah, because when she was walking up, she was like, "She is not supposed to be here." Like, oh,
okay. And so, people don't do that just, some people do, but mostly it's a reason why she ain't supposed to be here. And
yeah,
they meant
Hmm.
that.
yeah.
And,
They
and she
tried.
tried it
They
and
did not
fuck
want
around
her
and
there.
found out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely was a reason.
And okay, in the black community, what side is always the righteous side?
Hell, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The daddy side, unless the daddy side they actually raised the kid, they usually they ain't the ones. They the weakest link.
Hmm. Because his side, spent years with protecting his problematic actions. So listen, I can go
Hmm.
into a whole thing,
Oh, daddy
but I,
side.
but I won't because I love all of my family.
Yeah, I do too. I love my daddy side. They crazy, but the daddy side is the daddy side, and they be cutting up.
Look, we have a comment entire time. Mama side just as trash. Oop, wake it up,
Well, I mean,
Two
yes.
things
wake
can
it
be
up.
true.
Two things can be
Hmm.
true at the same time. Amen.
Well, speaking of family and community, honey, it looks like ASAP Rally is planning to drop his assault case against y'all favorite colorist from Harlem.
Ooh,
Mm.
Um, so
well,
y'all,
he ain't had no merit. He need to sit down.
well, yep, and y'all should see what I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. ASAP Rally explains why he's dropping his assault case against ASAP Rocky. So, ASAP Rally is abandoning his hopes for a second trial to litigate his case against ASAP Rocky, according to a new report from Billboard. His attorney, Aaron Morris, told the outlet that he is instead focusing on rebuilding his life. The drama stems from Relly's accusation that Rocky allegedly shot him during an altercation in 2021. A jury acquitted Rocky in an initial assault trial back in February, but until Tuesday's update, Relly was still planning to proceed with his own civil lawsuit. In civil court, the burden of proof would have been much lower than in criminal proceedings. At this point, he's ready to simply move on from the shooting, Morris said. The ordeal has been a nightmare for him, and the statements calling him a quote unquote liar and worse effectively eliminated his chances of a career in the industry. Despite dropping his assault case, Relly is still pursuing a separate defamation lawsuit that names both Rocky and his lawyer for the assault trial, Joe Tacopina. In filing the case, Rella complained that the two accused him of extortion and labeled his case a get rich quick scheme. He's going to litigate the defamation action because of the damages it caused. But as to the shooting, he's thankful he wasn't hurt worse and is focusing on rebuilding his life, Morris added. In other news, y'all favorite colors from Harlem is still working on his long-awaited fourth studio album, Don't Be Dumb. He has already released several singles from the project, including Hijack featuring Jessica Pratt, Taylor Swift, Ruby Rosary featuring J. Cole, and Pray for the Gang featuring K-Sci, or KC, however you say that, I'm sorry. He originally planned to release the album in August of 2024, but delayed it indefinitely at the last minute. Over a year later, Rocky still hasn't narrowed down a concrete release date. He recently concerned fans by joking that it's never dropping in a video on social media. And in September, he and Rihanna welcomed their third child together. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I feel like Buddy probably didn't have enough money to keep fighting.
That
His
part,
pocket, his
he didn't want
pockets
to
ain't
fight.
deep enough.
That or the pockets probably are just fine. He don't want to go against Joe Tacopina, honey. Who we just and you know what? Y'all can't say nothing bad to me about Joe Tacopina right now, honey. Right
Oh,
now,
Joe is the guy.
that's my man right now. What he did for Wendy, and still shout out to him. He exposed what I have been saying from the beginning. That Judge and Sabrina Morrissey was fucking with Wendy just because they can, and I
Hmm.
knew it.
Well, yeah, I saw where they now she has two conflicting documents saying she does and she doesn't have the dementia. So it's a mess, honey. I
Oh,
mean, true Wendy fashion. It is some hot ass mess.
I'm hot
I
mess. And
think
you
when
know what
they
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna listen to the top neurologist, the one that they got the high rated one.
when they first took over, she needed it because she was soaked in alcohol. She was
Yeah.
definitely having
Yeah.
alcohol dementia, but when she came started coming out of it, they didn't want to let go.
Right.
That's
Hmm.
the problem.
That's the thing. Now that she's sober, they don't want to let it go, which is crazy.
Hmm.
Which is crazy. And I'm like, how do they don't do this much for regular folks. Why are they being so like, we gotta keep her?
Sucking up
What
that
is
money.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
making big
yeah,
money, fees off of running her estate and managing her. They don't want to let that go,
yeah,
and that's crazy. Because if she had what they say she had, which is what we talked about yesterday, she would not be improving. It's a progressively deteriorating
yeah, like
disease.
Bruce Willis,
Yeah, you don't get
uh,
better. You just you keep getting worse. And see, that's the whole thing. That's why the
yeah, I
neurologist
think she was
would even
having
say that.
alcohol issues, and
Oh
that
yeah,
was what was given
she was
the
toxic from alcohol, like
yeah,
toxic.
and so
She was drinking.
yeah, and so that all of the stuff that she was doing and how her brain was functioning because she was drunk,
Yeah, she was
and now it
soaked
makes
in it.
sense.
Yeah,
It, it
alcohol can
makes
do
sense.
that,
Yeah, it
and
makes
now
sense
she's
now.
getting better. So yeah, now they talking about she got dementia. No, no, come on, girl.
She probably had something that seemed like dementia because she was impaired and been impaired for a while. So now that she's clean, it's
Well,
showing that.
she has substance abuse, induced dementia for sure. But
Hmm.
that's not a like other kinds of dementia where you
Right.
continuously deteriorate.
Exactly. Yep, yep, yep. So they need to be letting her go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hopefully
Now she
pretty
do need a
soon.
caregiver, clearly, because she still has health issues,
Well,
but
yeah,
she don't have to be in that damn thing.
she shouldn't live by herself, but she definitely don't need to be locked up in her luxury prison.
Right. And
And being lied to about if she's at the facility or not, lying to people that want to come and visit her.
Yeah,
which is
So
crazy. Which is crazy. Which is
that
crazy.
that was weird, very very weird.
well, you know what else is crazy, honey? My man, my man, my
Oh
man.
Oh,
shit.
please.
How did we get a story about him damn
uh,
near every day?
Release
How?
us. Release us from two quarters.
I
Uh-uh.
need to go water my plants. I'm going outside.
Don't leave me, chill. Don't leave
I don't
me.
leave you. I'm gonna leave you.
Look, we have a comment, crazy or ugly. I don't know, maybe a little bit of both. But you know what I see? I see a man.
Combination.
I see a man, honey. But
Mm.
you know what? Who agrees with y'all? What happened to be Ja Rule. And
I
Ja
know he
Rule,
do.
ja Rule feels that his beef was actually bad for New York hip hop.
Oh Lord.
We don't
Yeah.
want to hear from him.
Well,
Either.
I mean, might hear it because he might
He
be
ain't
on
got
to
no
something.
chin. He
Oh,
ain't
oh
got
my
no chin.
God.
Around here ain't no
Leave
chin.
him and his chin or his lack of chin alone.
Well, I mean, he got a little bit of chin because I see somebody with no chin, and that's ooh shit.
Now, see, I didn't even notice that till she said it.
Exactly.
He got a
Exactly.
little bit. It looked like he got
Brown
a.
hair with a little chin.
Well, I'm glad
I,
y'all talk about the man with no chin and not my man, my man, my man. So
baby,
Girl,
because shit, we
I'll take
talk about
please.
whatever
him
win.
every goddamn day. Shit, I'm tired of looking at his funny looking ass.
Look at it. Look at his features. Jesus Lord.
You
Well,
know what? Go ahead, Auntie.
I was just you go ahead because I'm gonna start reading.
Because all I was gonna say was back in the day when 50 ruined Ja Rule's career, I really thought that was a horrible. That was horrible, horrible. And the way he's been after him now. My pivot with Ja Rule and that Fry Festival, and then the latest his being over there trying to be a political pundit for a hot second. He didn't piss me off, and so I ain't really fucking with him. But I still stand on 50. That was some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen. He got him up out of there. I like. Mm-mm,
I mean, he was
mm-mm.
standing on business, and that is one thing I can respect about two quarters.
No, I feel like he just picked on him. Like, I don't know. Tyro didn't deserve that. I don't think so.
Mm,
He chose him because he was a weak link. He's a cancer. He just chose him because he was the low hanging fruit and it was easy.
was he though?
He
Because
was. He was
Jaru's trying to stand on business too. It just happens that 50 Cent stood on, harder business.
yeah, Tyro he got punked and
Hate that
and a
for him.
vindictive cancer is not to be fucked with. Like
Well,
it's
put a
bad.
pin in y'all thoughts because maybe y'all might have some changes to y'all opinion after we go through this story because Ja Rule
Oh,
has some
we did digress. Sorry. Our bad. Our
Well,
bad.
Ja Rule and his lack of chin recently opened up about one of hip hop's most infamous feuds, expressing his beliefs the heated rivalry between himself and 50 Cent, my man who y'all think is ugly, during the late 90s and early 2000s created a divide that ultimately negatively impacted the New York hip hop scene. So appearing on Carmelo Anthony's and just so if y'all hear that in the background, I apologize, but we having some work done. But appearing on Carmelo Anthony's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony podcast, the Queens native reflected on how their animosity, once the center of rap's most polarizing drama, did more harm than good for the culture that raised them. Look at Kendrick and Drake, Josh said, referencing the various fallout behind the two rap titans fiery battle, or fury battle, excuse me. Nothing good is coming out of any of that these days. Drawing a direct comparison between today's lyrical wars and his own with 50 Cent, Ja reflected how their feud fractured the unity that once defined New York's rap landscape. Me and 50 shit, that shit fucked up New York hip hop. It really did because it separated a lot of niggas in New York. Ja's honesty painted a picture of a man looking back on his legacy with both pride and perspective. Though acknowledging the damage their feud caused, he didn't shy away from his competitive nature. I feel like I was the better rapper, Josh said. I felt like I made the better records. I feel like my records age better. Still, so that's how I feel inside. I don't know how everybody else feels. Yet even amid self-assurance, Rule extended a nod of respect to his longtime rival. At the end of the day, you gotta kind of love both, or you gotta kind of respect both. The always on time rapper said of himself at 50. You don't gotta love both, but you gotta respect both. You gotta appreciate both, and that is just what it is. Even in rap competitions and battles and beefs and shit like that, I have a very different take on it than everybody else. He has a take on it that was his take. The rivalry between Ja Rule and 50 Cent was one of the most intense in hip hop history, marked by diss tracks, public confrontations, and even real life altercations. Though both men achieved immense success, their battles symbolized a turning point. One that, as Ja now defines, left lasting cracks in the city's once unified rap foundation. And then they have the link where you can watch that interview. So what? And I think you know what I think he's absolutely right. I think he's absolutely right because before that, there was a lot of unity when it came to New York. I remember that. But
Okay.
go ahead, Libra Queen.
So I guess he write a little piece on that, but comparing his beef with Kendrick and Drake is crazy. Let's be clear.
Well, well, well,
Be
okay.
It
clear.
was that.
Well, I
Mm-mm.
will say that he is a little piece right on that because ultimately this is the second, well, this was the first beef that actually got someone basically canceled out of the rap. Like people stopped listening to Ja Rule. Now,
Correct.
I
People
don't
still
feel like,
listening to Drake.
well, yes, they are, but I do feel like a lot of old heads and a lot of people who stand on principle about like the rap and how it comes together and culture over profit and commercial and all that stuff. I feel like Kendrick did a good representation of changing people from really liking Drake. Like I feel like he took away a lot of his credibility. Did he all the way cancel him? No. But I don't think at this day and age you can all the way cancel someone because everybody it's too global, too like you know, just too global. And so there's so many opinions and stuff like that. So back when that was canceled, I mean, we didn't even have social media. So when people was just off of Ja Rule, they was just off of them. It turned them away. But I feel the same way. Like Kendrick made me see his music in a different light. Like of course Drake had bops. He definitely had bops. But if you think about the overall like culture of it, he is a culture vulture. He is not
Correct.
like us. And so for a lot of people, that's a turnoff. So I can't listen to Drake's music without feeling some type of way now. Like I can't I'm never going to
But
just put it on now.
and th- but this is where this is where my argument is, right? That him comparing their beef with Kendrick and Drake's beef to me is not the same because that is the kind of impact that Kendrick has as far as Drake, right? There's a lot of people who see Kendrick in a completely different light, who don't really fuck with him, whatever, whatever. Their beef was in mostly, I don't want to say mostly, but generally a New York thing, a United States sort of situation, but it never affected it. To me, it never affect the fact that people are still playing Ja Rule's music. There's no like, hey, Ja Rule can't rap, or Ja Rule's not this, or Ja Rule's not that, or he is not a part of the culture, or shouldn't be a part of, you know, hip hop legends or whatever the case may be. It literally was a personal thing that bled into the business versus Kendrick Lamar basically telling someone who is being a culture vulture, like, bro, we respected you when you was coming in and being respectful, and now you're being completely disrespectful, and now I gotta let you know that this not what you think it is. So to me, to compare the two is not a comparison, because at one point everybody was riding listen to both of their music. You could go to any club or any spot when their music was hot and listen to What's Love, and then they gonna play fucking what's it called,
Uh,
Go Shorty, like stuff like that.
no,
It was, yeah.
Ja Rule got kind of taken off. I'm not gonna hold you. Ja Rule got kind of canceled, low key.
He really
I,
did.
I'm not gonna. I
Maybe
know. Hmm.
I said maybe. Well, I can't speak for up north. I'll put it like this: I can't speak for up north, but I'll tell you this: down south, we were still. You could still hear Ja Rule music, and you could still hear 50 music. The only difference is that Ja Rule wasn't putting out more music. That's that's the only thing I saw.
Honestly,
He won't put. He
I,
stopped.
I
He
was
stopped
down
doing
south
music.
during that time. I was in Florida and in college town. They was not bumping Ja Rule. I'm sorry, they just weren't. They were not. Now maybe down south, maybe he was still getting some play. I can't say that he was or wasn't because I wasn't there. But he kind of went out of the category, like way worse than Drake. Like all of us is like more like, yeah, Drake should be kind of. You need to be quiet, and he still ain't. But and he still has a very loyal fan base. And not saying Ja Rule didn't either, but I compare those times are completely different. I think if their beef would have happened sometime now, I don't think Ja Rule would be completely canceled because um you still have a global community that's able to support you and that still
Correct.
like you. But back then, it was just national, and you getting dissed that bad by um 50 people really turned their back on Ja Rule. And people were not listening to his music. That's what I remember from that time. I remember that people were like, oh, okay, well, this is embarrassing. And cut that off. He got demolished. And that was the first time I had ever seen that in a beef where it just completely took somebody out. That's why I was so like, damn, that's so fucked up. Like you just canceled that whole man's career for no reason. I mean a personal beef, whatever. But maybe, further down south he was still getting love and but I didn't see it personally.
Mm-mm. Well, who somebody else who might not be getting love playing, and I think I'm a true believer in that a good old saying where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-mm.
So, and you know that another old saying is that you lose them how you get them.
Yeah.
So, Ariana Grande and her ugly husband Ethan Slater, honey, and woo, I have to say that is
Wait,
one
she got
ugly
married?
man. Yes, girl. Not only did she get married, she stole that man from somebody else.
This little.
Oh, you
Let
didn't
me go
know,
on mute.
honey?
Let me go
Girl,
on
it
mute.
was a
Let me go
mess.
on mute. Let me go on mute.
But anyway, you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are still dating despite split speculation. So Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater have been the subject of numerous breakup rumors lately, excuse me. But TMZ has learned the speculation isn't accurate and the split is not true. Sources close to the couple tells us they are still absolutely together romantically, despite despite multiple media reports and online theories implying that they've broken up. Some outlets and social accounts fueled the split speculation further Tuesday when the two were seen not standing next to each other as the Wicked cast posed for their cast photo at the UK premiere in London on Monday night. However, multiple witnesses at the premiere tell us they saw the two holding hands and being affectionate backstage. Our sources assure us everything is great between them. And despite busy work schedules, they always make time for each other. We're also told Ariana wrapped a Fokker in law not long before the Wicked press tour kicked off. And when she's off the clock, she's a notorious homebody, meaning most of their hangouts happen at home. So while the internet may be spinning its theories, our sources are adamant they're just private people and want the focus to be on their movie and not their private lives. We've reached out to reps for Ariana and Ethan. So far, no word back.
That makes sense. People are. This is a nothing burger.
Girl, bye. No, it's not. I'm telling y'all, keep your eyes open.
Well, hold on. I mean, they were taking what to call it pictures. Like, was he supposed to be in the middle of them taking cash photos and stuff like that? Like, I'm confused.
hmm They're trying to make it seem like, oh no, just what I'm telling you. I have watched enough pop culture to remember. Well, you wanted the show yesterday, boo, but what I said yesterday is like because we were talking about psychics and stuff, and I said,
Hmm.
people used to think I was a psychic, but I'm not psychic. But what I am good is recognizing patterns.
Hmm.
And
She's a
honey,
Cancer, isn't she?
I forget. I
I
think
think she
so.
is. I think she
And this
is.
bitch in the chat talking about some take Derek for his word, professional manslaughter. I have never stolen anyone's man. Let's start there. I always send them back home. So I don't steal.
I
You can
just
have your man back.
borrow.
I only wanted one thing out of them. Allegedly, allegedly. Y'all stop the people
Yes.
think I'm some harlot that you can't trust around your man.
Yes, and she's a June Cancer too. She is 2 days after me. So yeah, um,
And she stole
mm,
that woman's husband. And I think at the time they had just had a newborn. She that nasty work, honey.
well,
After that,
I
I was
feel
never
like,
able to look at Ariana the same.
well,
Well,
I mean,
next story or
I was just gonna say, well, I thought she was gonna hook up and steal what you call it from Lena.
the bald head demon.
The way they was in each other's, you had me fooled. I was like, damn, are they?
Look, and quiet as it's kept, that's possible because there's another one that like to be stealing people's anyway.
But look at
Anyway.
here. Look, well, okay, this is the thing. You can move on. If her and Big Sean end up together, oh my God. It's like, oh, that's so coincidental, isn't it? They back.
hmm
They back on. Okay, I see where you're going with that, but okay, we're gonna watch this space.
And it's highly probable. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Look, he put in the chat. I once told him that I would find him a man, and just like I sleep. Yes, I will do that because bitch, you got me fucked up. I will literally find you a boyfriend, make sure y'all fall in love, and then sleep with him just to hurt you. I'm an Aries. We do stuff like let me stop.
Listen, Auntie. As your sister sign, a as your sister sign T, it is T, and that's T, bitch. Cause yes,
Yeah. Well, speaking of T Honey, remember where during Halloween, Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelsey's ex, how she got like a lot of flack because she dressed up as Tony Braxton and did the
Hmm.
iconic "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me"
Nick,
video.
Hmm.
hello, body was
Hmm.
T too.
Body was
With her
T
thick
Honey.
ass. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, she's come out to say something that I believe is complete bullshit. So we're gonna watch her talking on her
Oh yeah.
podcast.
She didn't have to say
Yeah,
nothing. She should have just
She
I
left
don't
it
thought
need to
there.
her,
say anything.
yeah, and it's called her pregame podcast. But yeah, I mean, and maybe there was some truth to what she was saying, but I still, two things can be true, girl. You was trying to honor Tony, and you was trying to like, throw some
I
shade,
mean,
and
girl,
it's
we
She,
okay.
no,
know
but
she
she
shouldn't
was
have said
she was
nothing.
she shouldn't have said anything, but also she wasn't wrong in clapping back because word on the curb is that Miss Swift was
Taylor was throwing
definitely
shade.
yeah what in her record like in her fucking
Yeah,
album. So yeah, go ahead and get your shit off and keep it moving, but don't speak
yeah,
because now
yeah. She shouldn't
you
have
gonna
said
give
nothing.
people ammunition to say you're a bitter ex, bitter black
I
woman, all
know.
that
God,
shit.
we can't
Just let
just be ticket and just shut up. You
and
had the
keep it
win,
moving.
girl. Bye.
Right, because I was over here. He white man enough for me head ass.
Okay. Did y'all see the
But
video where the dude was being Travis Kelsey up there looking, looking at it in the back? I have to send that to y'all. It was funny as hell to
no,
me.
I didn't see that. But what I will say, so because I know it, and I truly hear y'all and get where you're coming from. But remember, this is a girl that's in the public eye, and the Swifties, Taylor Swift fans, are vicious. So the fact that, and remember, I think even before this, she had to kind of get off of social media for a little bit because it just got too much for her. So I mean, I
Fuck
hear
them
y'all. It's
Swifties. Fuck them Swiss, them
it's easy
mediocre
to say that
Swifties.
because you're a strong black woman that's not in the industry, but Kayla Nicole is not. She has a brand. She's trying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. So
Mhm.
I feel like she's speaking on it because she had to.
Mhm. Okay, let's hear what she has to say.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
us speak.
So let me share my screen.
She was a man enough for me.
Period.
And
Shout out to Tony.
yes. Well, any day now. Okay, there we go.
Feel like Halloween is an opportunity for you to let your creative flag fly. As someone who grew up in a black Christian household who wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween for real unless she was going to the church trunk holiday party and I could dress up as like an angel or a fish. I wasn't really able to creatively live my best life on Halloween growing up. Now at this big old age, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna show a little skin and I'm gonna shake a little ass. And that's what happened this Halloween, honestly. Like, as with anything, I think that people will try to project their own narratives, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But for me personally, I am, and I think it's very important to say this in this moment, I am not in the business of tearing other women down. I'm in the business of celebrating them. And for me, this moment was about celebrating an icon in my culture, someone that I have listened to since I was very, very young, whether it was in the car with my mother, whether it was me in high school when I was stealing my mom's CDs, right? Because we used to have CDs, y'all. Stealing my mother's CDs, playing it in my whip on the way to high school. Or even now, Tony Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me is honestly in my Spotify rap, Apple rap music, top 100 every single year. It is a classic, it is a banger. I love that for many, they forgot about it and they're being reminded of it. I love that y'all are streaming it. I love that you are going and watching the video because, oh my gosh, the video is a classic as well. Please go watch the video because it's a gag. It is a gag. Y'all, also, if you listen to the lyrics of the song and then you watch the video, storytelling at its finest. And you might be surprised at the ending as well, okay? Clock that. Clock that, babe. But yes, shout out to Tony Braxton. You guys, she commented on my post. And I feel like that in itself, I feel like I won Halloween. Cheers to Halloween 2025. Mm.
I mean, that was heavily coded too. I heard it. I heard
Hmm.
she was saying she was being PR, but it was coded to us to say, mm-hmm, yeah, because she
We have
mentioned
a
my culture, my people. Baby, that was so coded. Hmm. I hear you, girl.
hmm
He was a
But that's
man enough for me.
now y'all see why I'm like, yeah, she kind of ate that, but I see why she is. And again, y'all, because I wouldn't say anything, but I'm also not in the Kayla Nicole's position,
Hmm.
so I have the ability to sit and not say anything. She probably does not.
Yeah,
And
I mean that was not bad. I was worried that it was gonna be real pandery, but no, it was still very coded, very culture. Like y'all know we speak in the same language. Girl, I got okay. You straight. She fine.
We was picking up what she was putting down. Next
Hmm.
story.
Hmm.
and we
Cause
have a
He
the
was
comment,
a
and I
door
man enough
made
for me.
him leave. Hmm.
hey,
He
He
wasn't
was a
man
man
enough.
enough for me.
Period.
and I love Tony, but the living legend, but fuck her as a sister. You know what? Wake that
Oh, she is
up,
a bad
BB.
sister.
Her
All
and a
them
bad
sisters.
eldest sister, her, and you know to the point because I used to go around saying, "Oh, I'm the Tony Braxton of all of my siblings because I'm the eldest or whatever." No, I won't be saying that anymore. The way her ass instigates and provokes, and oh my god, it is not becoming of an old of the eldest. So that is horrible. I'm telling, she can learn some lessons for real about leadership and
Their whole family is fucked up. That, and I think the head, the mother, is the messy one that
wake that up
started this.
again. But I don't want to talk
And
about nobody's mama. So, yeah, but yep,
well,
you're right.
they were all on TV, so she busted, and she was the one that busted them out, and that's where they learned all them badass habits.
Yeah, and we have a
But
comment. The mom and daddy fucked up.
mhm.
Honey. hmm Well, you know who else is fucked up, honey? That little Dirk.
Mm,
Child.
he going to
Little
jail,
Dirk.
jail.
He's so fucked up, honey. They want like they scared for the jury, they scared for the judge, they scared for everybody, honey.
Damn, he that crazy, huh?
Yes, and you should see this all hip hop article, which is an exclusive with them. Prosecutors claim Lil Durk's crew tried to intimidate judge and prosecutor and demands an anonymous jury.
The oh Lord.
Girl. So Lil
Hmm.
Durk is being labeled a quote unquote serious threat by federal prosecutors who say his only the family, that's known as OTF, associates are so dangerous that jurors' names and personal details must remain secret in his upcoming racketeering trial. In a blistering 8-page document filed November 10th of 2025 in Los Angeles federal court, the government said Dirk has shown contempt for the judicial process and that his OTF network has already intimidated witnesses, threatened a magistrate judge, and even targeted a federal prosecutor. The filing supports a government motion to impanel an anonymous jury, stating that it is necessary to protect prospective jurors and prevent any interference with the judicial process. Prosecutors argue that Dirk's organization operates like an enterprise that blends legitimate business with organized crime. The feds say OTF has a violent history that includes OTF members allegedly being paid to kill Chicago gang rival and carrying out acts of retaliation at Dirk's direction. The government says threats have already emerged from OTF affiliates and supporters who have shown their willingness to threaten those involved in this high profile trial, including a magistrate judge and an assistant U.S. attorney. Prosecutors also detailed obstructive conduct while in federal custody, accusing him of using other inmates' phone pens and attempting to destroy a contraband Apple Watch capable of outside communication. And remember, we actually talked about that on this show. Dirk's defense team insists OTF is simply a music label and not a criminal network. They claim the government's request is based on speculation and mischaracterization and argue that keeping juror identity secret would hinder their ability to select an impartial jury. But prosecutors counter that the risk of intimidation far outweighs any inconvenience to the defense. They argue that juror anonymity is constitutionally permissible and that neither side needs access to jurors' names, home addresses, or workplaces. Preventing the leaking of jurors' personal identifying information is a paramount concern in a case where supporters have already made threats, the filing says. The government is asking Judge Michael W. Fitzgerald to block disclosure of all jurors' identifiers to both the defense and prosecution, an extraordinary step typically reserved for terrorism or mob cases. Dirk is being held without bail for allegedly orchestrating a 2022 murder for hire plot aimed at killing Savannah rapper Quando Rondo in revenge for the death of his cousin King Von. Prosecutors say members of Dirk's Only the Family crew tracked Rondo to Los Angeles and opened fire near the Beverly Center on August 19th of 2022, killing Lil Pab. The superseding federal indictment accuses Dirk of conspiracy, using interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death, and discharging a machine gun during a violent crime. Prosecutors allege Dirk financed the operation, providing travel, weapons, and equipment for the hit. He has pled not guilty and faces life in prison if convicted.
Mm, I don't think he getting out.
He not. That's why he
Mm,
out there trying to convert all his fellow inmates to Islam. Like, oh, look at me. I'm just such a good person. Oh, look at me. Oh,
um,
I'm just such a man of integrity. Never mind that,
I
my
don't think
daddy,
nobody believe that.
well, honey, a few did, especially when that song with J. Cole came out. All my
Oh
life.
yeah.
Uh, Baby, they thought, they was like, oh, Dirk just trying to change it around. No, absolutely. Look, we have a comment. Lock everybody up and melt the keys.
Oh,
Oh,
melt the keys.
and not another add 50 years for him being ugly. Oh my
Oh,
God.
now damn,
Y'all terrible.
damn.
He is
Ah,
wild by eyes, so there's that.
I just didn't know he was such a. I mean, they really. I feel like the way they out here talking, like, boy, he is a big leader. Like, I'm shocked. Like that guy. Okay, but it's usually the unsuspecting. I
listen, I don't
guess.
put nothing past nobody, honey.
Uh, it don't sound like he's gonna get out of jail. He found guilty, and I hate to say that because you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But it sound cute. They sound like they got a lot of evidence, and he's scary. Ugh.
It's that when his members of his crew has already threatened magistrate judges and federal prosecutors, that tells you already that these people are not reasonable people.
Yeah,
And you trying to get your man out, that's not the way to do it. So,
yeah. They kind of. I didn't realize that he was that crazy.
not this bitch talking about some, yeah, you never think Derek was a slut, but here we are. Oh,
Oh,
how dare you?
damn!
How dare
These
you?
shots are. Whoa! Let me
And
move
if I
out the
am a
way.
slut, I'm a good one. Well, honey, speaking of sluts, but this was not a good slut. Kevin Gates. So Kevin Gates is
Lord
pretty much
Jesus.
Kevin Gates is showing his ass, honey. So now he got him a little 26-year-old girlfriend by the name of Yeleni Tejada. You know, a Spanish non-white girl like all these black men be doing. Anyway, so y'all should see where I just shared this hot new hip hop article. Kevin Gates addresses backlash over relationship with 26-year-old. And to be completely honest, we about to watch a quick video and it just goes it's exactly what you expect it's gonna be, honey. It's a hot mess. He ain't doing nothing but excusing it, talking about don't nobody want no old hoe. Everybody want I mean just patriarchy rooted in pedophilia. And
We have to listen to
we
this.
absolutely
Okay.
do because if I have to watch
Mm-hmm.
this shit, so do y'all. I'm not gonna be the only one with my afternoon ruined. Y'all got me fucked up.
That's crazy, Auntie. Remember when I said you carrying light? What happened?
We just gonna have to dim the light just a little bit, but I'll turn it back up. But let's see what his ass had. Because y'all need to, and and I just want to, I really want to show this to show because I know a lot of men follow me, believe it or not, and a lot of men actually look at the clips that I post online. And I want y'all to see how if you were out here doing some shit like this is how you look. You look like a fucking fool. This is not cute. This is not admirable. And Kevin Gates should be ashamed of himself. So let's see what he has to say.
Man, don't no nigga want no old washed up ass bitch, man. What nigga don't want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my dick, man. Straight up. You hear me? The fuck? What nigga wants something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, nigga have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck? But see, that don't be nothing but that washed up shit on that, like, man, hey, bitch, yeah. Nigga, damn near, yeah. Nigga old enough to be your daddy, yeah. Of course. Yeah, nigga want some, yeah. The fuck? Got more sense than, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen.
You heard it right. Got sense to know how to listen. Argue. I mean, we just see it for what it is. You want to control. And then somebody. I actually saw a tweet. It was either yesterday or the other day, where somebody said this man hasn't responded to her because he was pretty much doing like this, talking about how like older men feel like they should have younger women because of this and oh no, it wasn't about old. Wasn't about age. It was about virginity. They say most men want something quote unquote pure. And she was like, well, you're looking for something pure or looking for virgins is rooted in pedophilia. And he tried to push back on that. But she said, okay, well, why aren't you with a 35-year-old virgin? And he didn't respond to her ever since she asked him that.
I know,
And
because you fucking sick motherfuckers, you weak link motherfuckers. And if anybody is listening to Kevin Gates, you're stupid. You're just as stupid as him. He was just with the biggest, and I'm not trying to slut shame. I'm sorry. I'm not. But 'cause sometimes you gotta call a thing a thing. But Homegirl was wide open. The last one he was with that he just left to the wayside.
Renner,
She
Brittany
was
Renner.
open like a damn gate. Pun intended.
Oh,
Accidentally. But she was open. And all of a sudden now you want, yes, you want to control somebody because you are a weak minded man and you want to control. And that girl looks stupid sitting over there. And women, I want so much more for y'all. I want so much more because you sitting over there looking stupid. Now you saw how all his other relationships went, and then you gonna run your ass up behind that. So, I could see if you just didn't know him, if there wasn't no like he wasn't, a regular Joe Schmo. You don't really know. necessarily. But this motherfucker's a celebrity, a D celebrity at that, but a celebrity, and you running up behind to be the next victim like a dummy, and then he got you on camera looking just as dumb as ever
Calling
with
you a
his.
young hoe to your face, and you just sitting there
Oh,
like, oh,
it was just as bad as I thought it was gonna be with his dumb ass. With his
okay.
dumb ass, he dumb.
Well, y'all, this next story, well, first of all, trigger warning, because
Okay.
some of y'all might have liked this artist a lot, but are y'all familiar with B.O.B.? I'm sure. I'm sure like BB and Hammy is familiar with him because we couldn't escape the radio without him playing their songs and stuff. But I think he goes by Bobby Ray now. Oh yeah, Bobby Ray Simmons Jr. Hmm. We have eggplant Bob. Well, honey, the thing is about the eggplant, honey, he might be a little violent with it. Allegedly, allegedly. So, this is sad, y'all. Y'all should see where I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Cancer survivor accuses B.O.B. of sexual assault in San Diego hotel suite. And child. So Bobby Ray Simmons Jr., aka B.O.B., finds himself at the center of finds himself at the center of legal allegations after a Texas woman filed a lawsuit claiming the rapper sexually assaulted her following his April 2025 performance in San Diego.
Mm.
The plaintiff, identified as Jane in court, documents due to her status as an alleged sexual assault victim, attended the hip hop artist's show at the California Beer Festival at Del Mar Fairgrounds on April 26th of 2025. The married mother of two had traveled from Texas specifically to see the performer whose music she credits with helping her survive a cancer diagnosis. According to legal filings obtained by CBS 8, the woman developed an emotional connection to the rapper's lyrics during her 2016 cancer treatment. After being declared cancer free, she planned a trip to visit her cousin in San Diego, timing it to coincide with the artist's concert appearance. The performance features songs from the rapper's acclaimed 2010 release, The Adventures of Bobby Ray, tracks that held special significance for the plaintiff during her medical struggles. During the show, the artist unexpectedly brought her on stage to participate in a dance segment. Following the performance, the lawsuit states that the rapper's manager approached the woman with an invitation to an after party at the performer's downtown hotel suite. Court documents reveal her thoughts at the time. Jane viewed the unexpected invitation as a once in a lifetime opportunity to hang out with one of the biggest stars in hip hop, whose music played a major role in keeping her emotionally healthy to continue her arduous struggle against cancer. The woman and her cousin arrived at the Westin Hotel at the Gaslamp district around 3 a.m., where they were escorted to the penthouse suite by the rapper's manager. Gorgeous, do me a favor, mute your phone, boo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The lawsuit alleges that problems began when her cousins left the room to retrieve a jacket from their vehicle. According to the complaint, once alone with the plaintiff, the performer began an inappropriate physical contact. The legal filing describes the alleged assault. Jane was shocked as she didn't think this could happen and didn't know what to do. This was coming from the man whose music helped her through the most desperate time, the hip hop artist whom she traveled from Texas to see, and now she's being sexually assaulted by the very same man. The lawsuit claims the rapper's wife entered the room during the incident, prompting him to order her to leave. Court documents state Mr. Simmons got up and walked to the doorway to ensure his wife had left the room and would no longer bother him or interrupt what he was planning to do. He quickly returned to his kneeling position before a seated Jane, where he resumed rubbing her inner thigh and waist with the intent to sexually assault her. The alleged assault continued until the performer's manager knocked on the door, providing the woman an opportunity to escape. She found her cousin in the hotel lobby, who informed her that security would not permit her to return to the penthouse. Mm-mm.
Well, that's fucked up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he sounds like, I mean, alleged. I don't know. I mean, but the story is crazy. And it sounds like that he does that. That's not new. I mean, the way
Mm-hmm.
she described the story, it sounds like that's a thing. Oh, God, I hope. Mm, mm.
And
For
you
you
see,
to
and you
go
know who
see
else know
somebody.
about it? The wife know about it too, honey. But he'll come up in there and not make a whole scene. Well, she need to leave. Bye. And then he walks to go checks to make sure the wife is gone, and then gets back to what he was about to do. And then the
Right.
manager had interrupted. Oh, girl.
And you know the wife probably sent the manager up there, but girl, why are you still okay? I don't know. What's wrong with people? Why are you still married to that man? I'm confused. Mm,
Just sad. Very,
it
very
is.
sad, honey.
And for that to be her experience, I hope. I mean, I don't want to say she's lying, but then also I just hate that this is even a. Oh God, this is horrible.
Well, I got three more stories left, and they are all about problematic white men. Just a heads up.
Good, because I'm tired of talking about these problematic ass black men. This is just bring me down. Shit.
Yes, honey. Well, we have talked about him before, but Tim Westwood, the very famous DJ over in the UK, and how he was reportedly arrested for sexual misconduct allegations and stuff.
Mm,
Well, it looks like he secured bail. And you see where I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Tim Westwood secures bail amid rape and sexual misconduct allegations. And from what I understand, but I need to go and confirm this, like with more research. But I understand that allegedly most of his victims, or if not all of his victims, were black women.
mm,
So last month, British DJ Tim Westwood was hit with several charges. The charges include 4 counts of rape, 9 counts of indecent assault, and 2 counts of sexual assault. After a hearing at Westminster's Magistrate Court yesterday, November 10th, however, he secured bail. He has also been ordered not to contact prosecution witnesses. His next hearing is scheduled to take place at Southwark Crown Court on December 8th, per BBC. Our prosecutors have established that there is sufficient evidence to bring the case to trial, Chief Crown Prosecutor Lionel Edon said shortly after Westwood was charged, and that is in the public interest to pursue criminal proceedings. The Crown Prosecution Service reminds everyone that criminal proceedings are active and the defendant has the right to a fair trial. It is extremely important that there's no reporting, commentary, or sharing of information online which could anyway prejudice these proceedings. Girl, fuck you. Anyway, it takes courage to come forward and report allegations of this nature. Metropolitan Police Detective Superintendent Andy Furphy added, "The women who have done so have put their trust in us, and we continue to provide them with all of the support. Our investigation remains open," Furphy continued, "and we'd encourage anyone who has been impacted by the case or anyone with information to come forward and speak with us." The charges are reportedly tied to 7 different women. The oldest charge Westwood is facing is related to the 1983 assault of a 17-year-old girl in London. His second oldest charge is for an alleged rape that took place around 1995. He's also accused of attacking 2 other women in London in the 2000s and more. At the time of writing, Westwood has not been asked to enter a plea. Previously, however, he strongly denied all allegations of inappropriate behavior. And that's my thing. And that's it's like fuck what she talking about. So he deserved. From what I got from her statement, that Furphy person, oh, he deserves a fair trial, and we want to make sure we don't like it. But no, baby, he's been doing this shit for decades, since the '80s. Are you fucking kidding me? No, he don't. No, fuck that, and fuck him. And so that's that on that, honey. And but he just got bail, and hopefully they like BB would say, lock his fucking ass up and burn the key, melt the key rather. So I'm of the belief, honey. The only good rapist is one that's either dead or locked up. I'm sorry.
Why is all these rapes and assaults and oh Lord, swing low,
And,
sweet chariot, child. I'm tired. Ooh.
and not just like rapes and assault, but serial rapes and assault. So meaning doing it more than once and shit, like and getting away with
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to know why? Because people don't never check problematic behavior for it. And I actually got a story, our next story about another problematic ass white man
Mm.
who proves this, honey. When you let people do a whole bunch of crazy shit unchecked, it only gets worse and it's going to escalate. And when it comes to Zachary Ty Bryant, who we a lot of us know from that show Home Improvement, baby, this is another one y'all need to lock up and throw away the key. For real, for
He
real.
Oh, punch his girlfriend. Oh my
Uh,
god.
honey, and threatened to kill her.
Oh my
And
god.
threatened to kill her. So
And the
punch and
crazy thing,
kill.
we saw him as a kid, child. Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm.
Mhm. Well, Zachary Ty Bryant allegedly punched his then girlfriend and threatened to kill her over the summer, and she now has a 5-year restraining order against his ass. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, the victim first contacted the police after the home improvement star allegedly clocked her in the right temple on July 3rd, after she playfully bit his nipple when they were lying down together. The woman also told cops she was scared for her safety days later when she and Brian got into a verbal altercation. She claimed he threatened to end her life and said, "Shut the fuck up or I'm going to shut you up." During the verbal incident, the woman told police he snatched their dog and locked himself in a room, then proceeded to punch the door, splitting it from its frame. The woman, who said she and Brian dated for 3 months, also claimed he sprayed the dog in the face with bleach in June, about a month before she contacted police due to the above mentioned allegations. The trouble actor has now been ordered to stay 100 yards away from his ex-girlfriend until September 29th of 2030. TMZ has reached out to Brian for comment. So far, no word back. As you know, this is far from the first time Brian has been involved in an incident of domestic violence. We told you all about it. He was taken into custody in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on New Year's Day this year after he allegedly punched and choked a woman and threatened to kill her. Also arrested for domestic violence in July of 2023 and pled guilty in 2021 to menacing and assault in the fourth degree after he allegedly strangled his girlfriend at the time. He added to his rap sheet in 2024 when he was locked up for DUI.
Oh my
So
god.
after everything,
Alcoholic abuser.
alcoholic and abuser, and after everything that is read here, so listen, and I'm sure y'all probably heard like 10 red flags already. So you you got a history of beating on your girlfriends, strangling them, choking them, and then you're gonna
All the things.
all the things, and then you're gonna spray a dog in the face with
Ugh.
bleach.
Ugh. You're an
What?
evil son of a bitch. You an evil son of a bitch, okay?
Baby, this is the makings of a serial killer. And then this is not, you see that threatened to kill somebody. He has done that more than once. Y'all better listen to what this man is saying. He is telling
Y'all
you what he's planning to do.
quit dating these guys. My God.
And that girl going, and this is going to sound very victim blaming, and I promise it's not. But I just cannot imagine myself being together with somebody for only 3 months, and I see signs like this, and I'm staying. I don't care if it is a Zachary Ty Bryant. I don't care. And as much as I joke about my man, my man, my man, I would not put up with that kind of behavior. I'm just not that kind of bitch. Are you
Mm-mm,
kidding me?
mm-mm.
No.
And for them, and like I said, if they give you 5 years, then that shows his history and pattern of being a piece of shit. History and pattern of him being a piece of shit that they gave him 5 years. They barely give people like 2, 3 months. Ooh, and yeah, mm-mm. He's an alcoholic, probably bitter that his acting career stopped at home improvement and just mad at the world and taking it out on women because he's too pussy to be arguing or fighting with dudes.
I'm so tired
Lock
of this
his.
kind of story. I could just puke.
Yep.
Okay, you
Well,
little piece
speaking
of
of,
shit.
I'm telling you, if y'all don't watch people like this, this is the makings of a serial killer, honey. I mean, and we've all watched enough like documentaries and true crime shows to see this is how that
Hmm.
behave. There's always a pattern.
And this is a big pattern. Girl, come on, women, tighten up.
Well, our last story, I'm going to say, or I'm going to ask y'all a question. I'm sure none of you ever thought that you would hear this type of question ever in your life, honey. But did y'all know the gold? What's it called? That what's the serial killer? The Golden State Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
Did y'all know he had a little dick?
Yep.
That's right. Why he out there killing people? He mad.
One of his victims that before he started killing people, he was raping. and they said that he was not well endowed.
Not at all, honey. In fact, it's so bad, honey. Y'all gonna hear. We about to learn the size of the Golden State Killer's penis here on this show today.
Mm. I didn't know I was. I didn't know that I was gonna find that out today. But okay.
Yeah, it's not only not big, it's tiny. Okay.
Honey, he is a eunuch, honey.
Oh
What is a
Lord.
Micro
unit? I
penis.
ain't even never. I didn't learn a new word. What?
A
Honey,
micro penis. He got a micro
he,
He
penis.
got
he
a
got a
micro.
micro, honey. He got a coochie.
So
And
you
that's
mean
why he
he
was
was
out
roughing
there
up women? He was.
for
They was
nothing.
laughing. They said they probably. This is probably why he started killing. Because they were like, "You
Yeah.
trying to do what with what, sir? Get off of me!"
Oh
Hmm.
wow.
Well, the Golden State Killer was brought to justice in part because of a distinctive micropenis, and a new book about his capture details
Mm.
just how small his penis is.
God damn.
Smaller than a pinky finger.
What?
What?
Hmm.
Damn. That makes man. I mean, I'm not sad for him, but I'm sad that that is that's bad.
And he out
TMZ
there.
obtained a copy of Sacramento County District Attorney's Tien Ho's new book, The People versus the Golden State Killer. And there's a big focus on Joseph D'Angelo's small penis.
Mm.
Ho is writing about law enforcement obtaining circumstantial evidence to corroborate victim testimony about D'Angelo's micropenis, and he recalls how a police photographer was instructed to take photos of D'Angelo's penis from multiple angles. The DA says the photographer got on his knees to snap D'Angelo's genitalia, but grew frustrated after several failed attempts.
Damn. God damn. Is it
Failed
even
attempt.
existed? Because he said
Hmm.
I couldn't even catch it with the camera. What the fuck?
Look,
Oh my god.
Ho says a detective threw his hands up in the air in exasperation and barked over the intercom. There's nothing there.
Oh my God. This
Ho
is
says
so
D'Angelo was directed to spread his legs and pull back the foreskin. And when the photographer got the money shot, it just proved how small D'Angelo's manhood was.
Jesus.
Smaller than the circumference of a dime, and its length is equal to the top of your pinky.
The top, not the whole
The
pinky.
top
Wait,
of
The
your
top
pinky.
girl.
The the
wait.
last digit? Oh bitch. Are you fucking kidding me?
And this
Yes,
why
honey.
he's out there
Oh
wilding
God!
out.
Oh, I
He
don't know
wilding
what
out.
his people. I don't know who put a curse on his family. What happened? Who did something wrong? Because that is just not
He's out
nice.
there killing people, raping.
Because frustration.
He raped what about 50 women before he started killing? Like,
He couldn't
oh
have
my.
raped them. There was no penetration. He couldn't have
Well,
penetrated.
but
What
I'm
was
just
he?
saying
I
that's what he was
know.
allegedly was doing. And this crazy motherfucker.
I'm sure the frustration of these women, like, what are you
Oh,
even fucking
I'm,
doing? And that's
oh,
why he started killing them. Because the frustration of being angry, because they probably was laughing in his face. Like, are you fucking for real right now?
Hmm. Well, and
What
just
was
like
he?
Chill said, it says D'Angelo terrorized California in the 1970s and 80s, murdering 13 people and raping 50 in a series of horrific crimes. But
yeah,
he wasn't busted until April of 2018 after being identified by crime scene DNA.
yeah.
The notorious serial killer is now serving a life sentence without parole.
That is crazy.
To
He
be and
pissed
not
off at the world because his oh
penis is beyond micro. The top digit and not even the size circumference of a dime. Bitch, I know you
mm.
fucking lying.
Some woman probably laughed at him and made him
Oh yeah.
hate women forever, and he went,
Oh,
yeah, he went nuts.
most definitely. Most definitely. I believe that's exactly probably why he started killing.
Yeah, wow.
Honey, these comments in the chat. One comment says Neverland, nothing was there, and, and then another one says bump pocketbooks.
Uh, well, I mean, I'm kind of happy for the women that he didn't have anything to really do anything with,
Yes.
but I'm sure it was
Still
very,
traumatic.
yeah, crazy for them to realize what he didn't have and what he was doing, and
Trying to
that he
do.
was nuts. Yeah, that's, whoo, child. Mm-mm.
Mm.
You know, they only
Uh,
caught him through like a DNA service. They connected him. That
Mm-hmm.
way,
yeah,
can't be on.
because like a family member
Yeah,
had something happen where their DNA was online or something.
and
That's how
he
they
worked
caught
out time.
that black serial killer in LA. I think like his nephew or a cousin ended up going to jail and the DNA um hit, and I mean that's how a lot of those serial killers and rapists are getting caught.
Oh, shout
DNA.
out to Dana, honey. We love us some Dana.
Yeah, I mean that's caught a lot of these ones that been gone for, did shit so many years ago. A
Well,
micro, what is a super what do they call it?
I
What's the
would
new
call it a
word?
micro penis.
What was the new the U what was the U word?
Oh, eunuch. That's spelled is it EUNICH?
Oh, okay. Ooh.
And what
Mm.
I think a eunuch is, though, and don't quote me, but what I think, matter of fact, let me go because I think that means that somebody who gets castrated in the sake for the sake of religion purposes, for religious. Let me see,
He
oh,
got
and
a
I
belly
spell eunuch.
button.
Yes, castrated male who has had a male reproductive organs removed.
He got a belly
Okay,
button penis. That's crazy.
It's
well, yes,
wild. It's wild.
my stupid ass spelled eunuch wrong, so it's EUNUCH.
Well, I mean, shit, that ain't something you use every day. And I thought it was
Touche.
a U, but the E was silent. Okay, gotcha. So we are both over here looking crazy. It's fine. It ain't a
Look,
word we use.
it sounded just like the Golden State's Kenner's dingling, honey, just little and silent.
Non-existent. Okay.
Neverland.
Shit.
Nothing was there.
Nothing was there. Oh my God. I mean, the story is his tiny pee. Like, how you call yourself trying to rape somebody? With what, sir?
And then getting the police photographer frustrated, like, "Ugh, I can't do my job. I can't pull it back. Can you pull your foreskin back, please? Like, lift up the balls. Like, give us something to shoot."
Oh, how big was the balls? Oh my God. He got more balls than dick.
Uh, Post thing be peeing on his balls.
Oh shit. I see he was mad. That's why he started killing this women. Because I'm
Hmm.
sure they started laughing at him like, are you fucking serious right now?
You little dick murderer. And now they still laughing at your ass from heaven, you little dick bitch. And you got to serve your time in jail.
With your old ass.
I wonder if they have him in solitary confinement or is he in gym pop?
I would imagine he would be in gym pop. Like, he not.
He ain't no threat to nobody else.
Mm, but I don't know.
I mean, what he gonna do? He
I mean,
can't
he
rape
not gonna do
nobody.
nothing, but somebody might harm him.
Well,
Get
then, so be it.
back.
Mm.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
Toodles.
sometimes they are doing the Lord's work. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just,
I like you and I want you. Head
let
ass.
me send you to your maker.
I remember that dude. He
I
was
know.
wild as hell.
Yes. Yo, crazy as fuck.
And I just
And he
have to
got
say,
out.
I am in no relation to Fleece Johnson. He's from a whole different set of Johnsons. I don't know that man. We're not cousins.
Oh Lord.
Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
What
No,
an
I'm glad
ending.
we got. I know. I was just gonna say that. I'm glad we got to end laughing at a little dick motherfucker.
That's right. I try to always end it on a good or a funny note, honey, to send us through the and thank you all for staying with this show with me. We had an extra long show today. So thank y'all for sticking in there with me. And you have all gained another entry into my hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Hey,
Yes.
cold
Damn.
cash for that ass.
Yes. Well, we will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Oh, you guys should
Bye.
Bye.
watch All Her Fault.
All her fault.
Yeah, all her fault. All her fault. I'm watching that series right now because it's been circulating.
Oh, I mentioned that. I did. I
Yeah,
mentioned it the other day. Is it good?
yeah, yeah. I've been watching. I'm about to finish it, but yeah, it's good. It's not. I think some people are overhyping it for certain things, but overall, it's a good series to watch. Like it's keeping my attention, and you know, I'm watching it.
Okay, good to know.
I'm about
Good
to
to
go
know.
finish it.
Yeah. Well, you
Shout out
go
to
and finish it.
Peacock.
I'm gonna go and check that out myself. And until tomorrow, y'all have a fabulous one.
Bye,
Chance.
y'all.
Peace.